that overall, the girls' sport in this one is still
But I
transforming.
believe Wesco High School, the Pantherettes, have a chance for that fourth playoff spot.
That's exactly right, Coach Cordero. Last year, really suffering a really hard season last year. Good for him and his girls and turning it around this year.
Well, I remember when I used to cover soccer years ago on KWES, and Wesco High at that time was basically the only team in town, and they were very good in soccer. I remember covering games at McAllen Memorial, games over at Harlingen. We covered a few games up at Beeville. As play is underway in favor of Wesco High, and a little push and shoving already out there. Now, are the same officials going to do this game as well?
That's right. They just switched
Okay.
positions,
Okay.
and Wesco East trying to push it up again.
Yeah, East in the white and Wesco High in the purple uniforms. Look for also a very close game. I understand Rafael Cavazos, our cameraman, covered that first match, and Wesco High was a 3-0 winner over East in that match. So we'll just wait and see. Got a long way to go. We play 40-minute halves. Not much stoppage. As Wesco High try to get down into the middle, this is where the speed comes in. Who gets there first, the player or the goalie? Looks like the goalie won that battle.
Without getting a little kiss of I was there before you were kind of hit. That's why those goalies wear those protective leggings to.
Exactly. Well, here comes East. Got kind of an opening if they get any kind of speed going here, but Wesco High is able to cut it off. And the ball is knocked back out by the Lady Pantherette. Some of the fans getting kind of rowdy. And down it comes. Wesco East in the
East
corner.
got
Yeah, in the corner. It's not a corner kick, but they're trying to get something going here.
shot on goal for East.
She got our first shot on goal, do we? So we're just underway here. And remember, the first game, Joey, in the guys' game, right at the beginning of each half is when the scoring took place.
And
We-
Wesco
we-
High's goalie is
We may have to go back to the dim lights here pretty quick. It's
Jennifer Martinez is the goalie for Wesco High.
okay.
It's going to allow one of the other Panthers to goal kick.
I'm going to let you get up and get those lights here in a minute. We may have to go. We may have to go put the dim switch on,
We're going to stop play.
or we might get six to do that too. Get these lights and cut them down a little bit. Thank you very much. There's a guy he knows his business. There we go. Now we can see again. Now the night lights, the lights of Wesco take over here.
What it was, Terry, was the glare.
It had to be. You can see the field a lot better because earlier on it was kind of a dusk situation, but dusk has kind of gone by us here. We are in.
Wesco East got the numbers, Terry.
Yep, they do. We're into the nighttime sky here in Wesco now. No more dusk.
Trying to clear it out. Actually, trying to make the pass and ended up clearing it out. So it's going to be Lady Panther ball.
You know, Joey, we're 8 days away from the first day of spring.
I have to know that day. I have to know that, Terry.
March 20th.
March 20th.
Why do you know that? Is that your birthday?
That is my wedding anniversary.
Oh, okay.
So I have to know that.
Happy 5th anniversary.
14.
14.
14 years. Can you imagine somebody putting up with me 14 years, Terry?
Oh,
Breakaway.
Yeah, do we have
It's going to stop.
somebody I hear a whistle blowing, and just about the time the breakaway got going. 14 years you've been married. And your wife is from Wesco?
My wife is from Edinburgh.
Edinburgh.
That's why I live in Edinburgh.
Okay. She went to high school in Edinburgh?
She graduated from Edinburgh North High School.
Okay. Edinburgh North's been around 14 years?
Been around for a while.
It's a fairly new. When I moved to the valley, Edinburgh North did not exist, so that's why I ask.
Referee's explaining something
Yeah,
to
there's
Wesco East players.
We got a summit meeting going on in the middle of the field there. It appears that way. Yeah, when I moved to the valley, Edinburgh had one high school. Now I believe they have 3 or 4. Edinburgh North, Edinburgh High, Edinburgh Economides and Edinburgh Vela.
Good stop by the East goalie.
Yep. East trying to clear it out of there, but is Wesco High going to come back at it? No, East trying to put a move on here if they can. And you're right about one thing, Joey. The play does move a lot slower. Oh, that's got to hurt a little bit.
You gotta say this about these soccer girls, that they really,
Oh, they're getting after it.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're not afraid to dig in there and bang their bodies in there.
Yeah, they're just as they're just as physical as the boys, but they just don't get up and down the field as quickly.
Well, what you see with the girls compared to the boys, Terry, is you see more of the long passes,
Right.
the longer passes, the less dribbling that they'll do compared to the boys.
So we're at 34 minutes here in the first half. No score between Wesco East and Wesco High. In fact, neither team has really maybe had more than one shot on goal, and nothing dramatic at that.
The Wesco High trying to get to the ball. That was
Yeah, they are, but
Jamie Cortez, number 11.
yeah, they're into the middle of it. Wesco East is able to deflect it and get it back out again. Nope.
Panthers ball still.
Well, a little indecision on the movement here. I can see the ball in the far end of the field across the way.
Now it's going to go back to Wesco East.
As the players start trudging up the field the other way. The field is kind of in a north-south direction, wouldn't you say, geographically?
North-south, yeah.
Yep. The north end of the field defended by Wesco East. The south end is defended by Wesco High. Like I said, Wesco East in the white uniforms, Wesco High in the purple uniforms. Ball in the middle of the field right now.
Ooh,
Little collision over there.
that's going to stop play. It's going to give the ball back, I think, to East. Yeah, it's going to be back to East
Tuesday night soccer here at Wesco East High School
during spring break.
during spring break, I might add. And Wesco East, do we have something going here, like a breakaway?
No, it looked like it was going to, but
No.
stoppage of play is going to be Lady Panthers ball.
And the Panthers are heading toward that Wesco East goal. I don't see as aggressive a play by the goalkeeper either.
Well, you know,
She's
Terry,
kind of holding her ground a little bit more.
Terry, you see the rise of girls soccer when the women's soccer team in the Olympics did so well.
Oh yeah, USA soccer for women is way ahead of the guys as far as that's concerned on an international level. I mean, on an international level, the guys soccer is way behind, but they've
Nice
made,
pass.
They have made great strides. I will say that. You know, the guys soccer at the international level used to be not even a contest, but anymore they've become very, very competitive.
Kaylee Garza, number 11 for the Wildcats, really putting some pressure on the Panthers goalie.
But if you're looking for soccer heroes, as far as the women are concerned, you of course think of names like Mia Hamm and others like that. They've kind of dominated.
And you're right, Terry. Those are the heroes for the girls at that time.
They've kind of taken on the face of American soccer, which is, like I said, has improved tremendously over the last 20 years.
Brandy Mata throwing the ball in.
Who is it? Brandy Chastain. That's also very good.
Brandy Chastain, that's right.
And the Wesco goalie is going to get out, and we're going to get a goal kick coming here.
Stop it. Yeah, it's going to be possession going back to the Panthers.
You know, Panthers, but neither team has really, what I would call in this game, threatened tremendously so far.
Like if you want to say anything, shots on goal for the Wildcats have been more than shots on goal for the Panthers.
But like I said, it's been kind of a quiet first 10 minutes or so. But you know, it can heat up in a hurry. We're down to about 30 minutes to go in halftime. In the first half, neither team has scored, and really neither team has threatened that much. And we got kind of a stoppage right now, a little break in the action. Can't ask for a better night though than soccer. I'm watching that flag out there on the south end of the field, and it's just a little bit, you might say, wafting in the breeze.
Kind of died out since earlier this afternoon. This afternoon was a.
And you know what that means, right, Joey? Wafting in the breeze.
I'm just assuming I know what it means.
Just a
So a slight.
yes, about a 2-mile-an-hour wind. Of course, I'll tell you, that's one thing in South Texas. Whoa, a little shot near the goal. The breezes can be legendary down here at times, though.
Well, boy, you know that. You can ask any golfer that goes to Tierra
yeah,
Santa.
yeah, oh yeah.
It gets those winds at times.
Well, like I said, South Texas can be as windy as any part of the state. That's for sure. East trying to get it out of the hole here if they can, and getting it right back to their goalie is what they did. So she gets kind of a free kick out of the goalie kick. How far can she come out? I don't see that line there, but Wesco High trying to get it back at him. And nope. By the time that young lady gets to the ball,
Mata trying to get to the ball.
By the time she got to it, Wesco High was in pursuit. As Wesco High again knocks it out. So neither team really getting their offense going here in this game up to this point. As Wesco East and Wesco High doing battle here. Boys game earlier tonight, it was Wesco East winning by a count of 3-1. First time these two teams played, like as I mentioned, Joey, Wesco High was a 3-0 winner over Wesco East.
Yeah, that's why Wesco High is doing a little bit better in the district than East
yeah,
is.
A little bit. Well,
Again, you talk about Cordell. You know what a rough season he had last year. I don't think he had any district wins. Going winless in the district, but he was in one of the toughest districts in the valley in the Brownsville schools.
Now understand, this is the first year for Wesco East to be a 5A school. Because they played some good competition, don't get me wrong. Wesco East had to play the likes of Valley View and Hidalgo and other schools like that in their own district. But they weren't as strong from top to finish as they are this year.
You know, in that district, that 4A district, Terry, that was a tough district as well.
It was.
And in Wesco East, in that district, Terry, ended up winning a district title.
Last year?
No, several years ago.
A couple years, yeah.
I'm trying to think of the years that it was, but it was several years ago that they won a district title.
That's down there. Near the goal, and they just missed the second shot. Wesco East almost put one on the board that time.
And they went pretty far in that district or in that playoff year. But man, that was a great year for girls soccer for East.
I think that was the year they beat Gregory Portland, or was that the guys? They beat Gregory Portland in a game here at the Wesco field.
Yeah, you stumped me on that one, Terry. I don't know exactly when the girls won.
Well, that wasn't too many years ago. I remember we went up to Gregory Portland one year to cover this team.
Battling for the ball.
Let's see, Wesco East, you got a shot at it. Let's see what happens here. Oh, good defense by the Wesco High. Whoa, they saved a goal there, because that young lady was on a breakaway.
Jennifer Martinez doing her job. Looked like Mata had a clear shot at the goal.
Oh, she did, but the Wesco High defender came out of nowhere and was able to stop her. As the Lady Pantherettes trying to get it inbounds. And
we had a discussion regarding that, didn't we? One time, either Lady Panthers or Pantherettes, and I know basketball it's Lady Panthers, softball it's Pantherettes.
Well, really, to me, it's the Panthers. I mean, there are female Panthers and male Panthers. And
I know most colleges have gone away with the lady in front of the.
Exactly, you go with the school mascot.
It's just the school mascot.
Although the team that just won the state championship in 5A basketball from Duncanville, number 2 team in the nation, and I was talking to Coach Fino, and she said they're in a league by themselves. They're that good. They're number 2 in the nation. They are 42-0, and they're the Pantherettes, Duncanville, which is near Dallas.
Some substitutions coming in for Wesco East.
Okay, East bringing some new players off the bench. But like I said, neither team has scored yet, although East has had a great opportunity, that's for sure. As we come back the other way, and Wesco High trying to put the pressure on. And the whistle blows. A little stoppage in play here. I think we're going to come back the other way.
You know, Karen Mendez, number 10 for the Panthers, really showing her speed, trying to track down that ball and putting some pressure on the goalie, trying to get her to mess up.
So East now trying to get their opportunity to score. We just haven't had as many scoring opportunities for either of these teams in this game up to this point. But like I said, we're under 25 minutes to go to halftime. But, you know, Joey, it can all happen in a hurry. And that seems to be the way you score in bunches. But in a game like this, Joey, you might 1-0 could indeed be a final score.
Well, you have pressure put on by Brandy Mata, and then number 11, Kaylee Garza. That's going to keep on putting that pressure. It's going to help out right now.
Well, both of these teams have played 1-0 games so far this year, Joey. So that's a score that could happen here on this evening. Here comes Wesco High on a run. They're over midfield and still attacking. Goalkeeper from Wesco East comes out and says, "I'll take care of it, girls."
Once again, Panthers putting on the pressure.
Yep, they are. They're pushing into the Wesco East end. Now it's just a matter, can they get the break and get the score?
They haven't had as much shots on goal as the Wildcats have so far, but that corner kick is really gonna help out the Panthers.
Is that what we have here? Is a corner
kick?
There we go. They're not getting the elevation on it to give the headers a chance to hit it.
Yeah, that's what you need to get under the ball a little bit.
Because that's a play that I'm sure coaches practice all the time, is the corner kick.
You know, I mentioned this in the game before, Terry, but I don't know if you know this, that concussions are number one ranked in girls soccer.
Girls soccer, is it really? Well,
those headers.
Maybe they use the head more than the feet. The soccer game is girls generally are not as thick as far as bone structure as the guys. That might have something.
That might have something to do with it, Terry.
I'm not a physician, so.
Well, that's why I said men are hard-headed.
Yeah, it could be. That could be. I've been called that before.
By more than one person, Terry?
By more than one. Yeah. As East is trying to get in, Joey, but they're struggling a little bit on just the inbound play. And now it's Wesco High trying to do something with it. We played about half of this first half. I'd like to chop things into 20-minute sections, I guess. Oh! Somebody from East just took a dive there. And was the referee, Joey, right there on the spot?
Yeah, Salino Gonzalez getting pushed on the back.
Now, we haven't had a card come out yet, but East is going to get a free kick. We have, 3 or 4 cards in that first game?
Yeah, four cards.
None so far.
Linda Ponce doing the free kick for East.
From a long way out. Angle it toward the side, but where's the defense?
There it is.
Oh, East has just put one on the board. They lead 1-0, I believe. Who got that goal there?
I thought it was number 17, Maite Escalante.
Escalante? Okay. Now, she did play volleyball this year. She was a good spiker. Escalante. Maite Escalante.
I thought that was number 17.
Did we get a third opinion of that there, Sixto? I don't know.
You don't trust my eyes, Terry?
Well, I'm having a hard time. I saw the goal coming, and Wesco East on the board here. Remember, they did not score against Wesco High the first time they played each other. So they're on the board leading 1-0 here at 21-25. Is that 21-22 here in this first half. That was when the goal was scored. 21-22. You got that written down, Joey?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Doing my work for you, Terry.
Just checking. I couldn't even see it. But I did see the scoreboard say 21-22, and we're still waiting for the ball to come out of there. I thought they went to the back to the middle after a goal was scored.
Well, it's at where that penalty happened, Terry. That's where they marked the ball off, and that's where that free kick came off. It's important to.
But I thought after a goal was, scored that they brought the ball back to the middle of the field.
They did.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I missed something.
They just started very quickly. The girls don't waste time, Terry.
I guess not. My bad there, Joey. It comes back to that first game. I'm seeing things.
Yeah, you were looking at 3 different balls.
Yep, I was.
Now there's just one.
So East, or actually Wesco High, trying to even things out if they can.
Well, finally, so the Panthers are getting some shots on goal, but it's just one shot and that's it.
East didn't have that many shots, but boy, they made the advantage again of it. They were able to get it by that goal, squeeze it by the goalie on the other end, got that first goal. That's what it's going to take. Of course, now you remember in the first game, Wesco High scored first, and Wesco East scored the next 3 goals. Here, it's Wesco East scoring first. Let's see if they can hang on and win this thing. I don't think that 1-0 is going to hold up for the rest of the game.
Well, it's not as much the pressure as the Panthers have been putting on every once in a while to the goalie over there.
As East trying to move it down the field, but Wesco High's defense is right there. And like I said, getting used to the style of play out here. The ball comes over the head. Here comes the goalie for Wesco High out, and she got there first. And she'll free kick it out of there. Who's the goalie for Wesco High, Joey?
Wesco High goalie is Jennifer Martinez.
Okay. It'll be a throw-in for Lady Wildcats here. I'm not sure what they're waiting for on the throw-in. Now they do.
There you go.
Yep. Did not succeed in that.
Little push in the back.
Yeah, I haven't seen any big cards come out. I haven't seen the yellow or the reds come out yet. We haven't seen the real physical play yet either, have we?
Every once in a while you see that physical play, but
not constantly.
Yeah, not consistently like you saw in the boys' game, Terry.
Of course, the officials, they may not tolerate it. Let's see. Once again, is down in front of it's right in front of that Wesco East bench. And having trouble throwing the ball in bounds, so to speak.
Yeah, they threw it out of bounds, and that's going to get the ball right back to the Panthers. Inbound pass is so important. You need to make sure that you get it to your player, but at the same time, you got that battle going.
And Wesco High is having a hard time, but they're going to retain control of it. And actually, the game is being played almost on the sideline right now.
Yeah, they can't get out of the sideline.
And here comes East. A little 3-on-3 run here.
Nice long pass.
Let's see if they can get it ahead clean. The Wesco High defense comes back, though, to stymie that little effort by East.
Trying to get the ball to Maria Santiago.
Approaching 17 minutes to go here in half number 1. Wesco East leading by a score of 1-0.
You saw Maria Santiago, number 22, trying to get that long pass for the Wildcats.
In we come. Wesco High on. Let's see if they can rally around the troops, so to speak, here. Ahead we come in the long kick.
Long pass.
There's somebody ahead for Wesco High. Into the
there
goal.
You go.
Yeah.
Almost.
Oh, I thought, no, didn't have it. In the
but she got knocked down.
In the middle of the field, and she was just a little bit to the left on that shot.
Nice shot on goal. That was number 2, Anaya, Maribel Anaya.
Okay.
Showing her speed, trying to get down there. Even though she's got the knee brace on her, it looks like she's limping around a little bit. But, man, she showed her speed. And
she got ahead of the defense a little bit that time. And that could have been a tie right there, but could have, would have, should have, I guess.
That breakaway started with a long pass. After we had that little sideline back and forth.
East trying to bring it back out if they can. But no go. We go back the other way. But East leading 1-0 here. And like I said, the pace of play is much slower in this game. And East is going to get that goalie kick out of it. To the middle of the field it comes, but right back at you, so to speak, as Wesco High put it right back in her direction. But now here comes East the other way. And one of the East players, Joey, just got knocked to the ground that time.
Well, that's almost the same position where you had that free kick earlier that scored that goal. So they show they can do it from there. You know,
I'm looking at the official to see if there's a hand coming up with a card, but no go that time. Just one hand in the air, no yellow card coming out.
So once again, Linda Ponce with that free kick
from about 30 yards out.
See the Wildcats setting up again.
In behind. Let's see if somebody gets behind that defense.
And another shot on goal. That was a good setup right there.
What they try to do is kind of angle that pass, and if they can get somebody behind the defense, they got a shot at it and get the clean shot, then they got a goal coming.
Just clearing the ball out. Once
just trying to keep Wesco High from getting any kind of an attack going that time. But Wesco High will get the throw in here, I believe. As both teams kind of seeing what they can get going here late in the first half. Wesco High with the throw in. Let's see if they get. That never got to the goal line that time.
And once again, trying to clear it out.
That can be one of the hardest things to do at times.
And that's one of a good play to do,
clock?
Terry, is clear it out. Make sure that you can set up and everything.
About 12 minutes on that clock?
13:34.
13:34, my bad. Here comes High. Panthers trying to get the job done here. Oh, and one of the Panther players took a hard spill to the turf here.
That looks like it was number 10. That was Mendez, Karen Mendez.
She was knocked down pretty good that time.
Karen Mendez has really been battling in there the whole night.
And the ball comes out, and we try to go the other way with it. Wesco High says, nope, we'll turn around and go the other way. Wesco High trying to go to the north end of the field here in half number 1.
Once again, Wildcats trying to get something going.
And East on the run here.
And talk about speed, Terry.
Here we go.
And that's another goal.
Second goal. Who got that one?
Jasmine Serrano.
And just like that, East ahead 2-0. Joy, I was going to say something now. I reiterate. There have been 6 goals scored tonight between the boys' game and the girls' game.
Well, 2 right away from East.
Okay, now here's a stat for you. All 6 goals have been scored on the south end of the field.
Wow.
How's
well,
that?
I was going to tell you, I was really impressed with number 5 from the Panthers, Boca Negra, going out there and chasing that ball down.
So Serrano, and there was nobody home that time.
Yeah, she chased the ball down, and then all of a sudden that ball ended up going in towards the Wesco Panthers goalie, and Serrano coming up with the ball.
Here comes East again. No, Wesco High spoiled that a little effort, but all of a sudden Wesco High finds themselves behind by a score of 2-0 here. If they're a team that won the first game, they're going to have to step up the pace here a little bit, because East is really taking advantage of their opportunities here so far tonight. And actually, they've looked like the better team.
And that's something you don't want to happen right now. That's happening to the Panthers is the ball getting behind you as a defenseman. You get that ball behind you, that you're just playing catch up with the
So
faster offensive players from the other team.
so I don't know what it is, but there have been 6 goals, like I said, scored tonight between the boys' game and the girls' game,
You get those
and all 6 of them have been on the south end of the field. Remember, Wesco High scored that way in the boys' game in the first half.
Wesco High will have that coming up in the second half.
Yeah, that's right. And then Wesco East in the boys' game scored all 3 of their goals down at the south end. In this game, it's been Wesco East girls have scored their 2 goals at the south end of the stadium. So I guess that South is rising tonight, huh?
That's a lucky goal.
A lucky end. But right now, Wesco High trying to keep it from getting any worse than it is. 2 goals in soccer, Joey, is a huge deficit.
Yeah, but once again, Terry, it goes back to your defensemen. If they're allowing the ball to get behind them, the midfielders and the forwards that are faster are going to get that ball and are going to beat you to the punch.
Well, yeah, the goalie can only do so much out there. I mean, Wesco East had a tremendous opportunity to score, and like you said, had no problem getting it past the goalie into the net. East trying to clear it out. And ahead comes the ball down to the other. Let's see if East can get something going here again.
Once again, Santiago trying to get that ball.
Yeah, a High player fell down, but and High is going to get sort of a free kick out, but East is right back on it again here. And like I said, this is their home field, and they're showing that they can play pretty good soccer over here.
And normally, Terry, I don't know if you know this, your forwards and midfielders are the ones that are the faster ones,
Right.
compared to your defensemen, similar to what you have in hockey. Your defensemen are normally the bigger ones, the ones that can
Right,
that are
exactly.
going to bang around.
Yeah.
Your midfielders and your forwards are the ones that are a little bit faster and more aggressive towards the goal. The skill players.
Yep.
Right there. Once again, miss for Anaya, Maribel Anaya, for Wesco High. 2 chances on goal, Terry, and she's ended up with nothing.
Well, Wesco East will get it out of there with a goal kick.
Set up right in front of the goal, and Anaya just kicking herself if she wanted that one.
And up the field it comes, but High is right there to try to push it back. But they can't sustain it. They get one pass, and East closes in on defense and shuts them down. We're down in the 8-minute mark here, Joey. And now it's 2-0 in favor of East. Got a lot of soccer to play at, but down 2-0.
There's a yellow card coming out.
Okay. Who's got it? Somebody's coming.
That's going to be against the East.
Yeah, 16 got the yellow card.
Jessica Santiago
Okay.
coming out.
Not exactly sure why she got it, but that's not her going back on the field. It's somebody else.
No, it's going to be number 4. She needs to come out, Terry. So number 14 coming in. That's going to be Juanita Maldonado.
Yeah, they're sending in a couple different players. So Wesco High.
Free kick for the Panthers on the far side.
I'm right behind my block in the wood here, trying to look around the window here, Joey. But everybody's kind of backed into the goal area, the goal mouth.
Blocked by the Wildcats.
Yep. Another opportunity have gone by the books for Wesco High. Had a chance there, but here comes East.
Wow, the
Now
girls
back to High again.
girls are playing hard on this one. They really want to get that ball on their side. Panthers.
And into the middle of the field and back again. A little indecision that time.
Well, let's see. I'm interested to see what the Wildcats are going to do right now.
Well, do they get it ahead of the crowd or not?
Right there, that's exactly what you want. You want to get the ball in front of those.
Now, here's where the goalie needs to come out and be aggressive.
Yeah, get the ball behind the defenseman and let your forward and midfielders get that ball. Goalie doing a good job.
And I have seen that more in the boys' game than I did the girls' game, where the goalie kind of comes out and puts themselves on the line, so to speak. And the young lady for Wesco High did it that time.
Jennifer Martinez, the goalkeeper for.
But East said we're going to go again.
It's going to be East ball. It's going to be a free kick from close to the 50-yard line. It's going to be Ponce again.
And she's into the middle. And there's a loose ball, so to speak. And who gets it? Wesco High?
Wesco High's got it.
I'm pretty sure the coach talks about spacing. Out there, you got to get yourself spaced on the field.
Allow yourself to get that pass upfield.
East trying to get it in here. And let's see if they do. Right in front of us here at about the 35-yard line. And East still under control here. There's a little collision, but nothing came of it. A lot of little collisions out there all the time. Who knocked that one out, Joey? High?
That was East knocking it out. It's going to be Wesco High ball.
I see about 5.5 minutes on that scoreboard.
5:26 and counting.
Yep, and counting down.
East being really aggressive in this game, Terry.
Well, they've kind of taken over as far as, like I said, they've been the more aggressive offensive team, that's for sure. And they have stifled Wesco High at every turn.
And what they've been doing is getting that long ball behind the defenseman and using it effectively.
Wesco High trying to get something going here. But about the time they do, East says, enough of that. And right now, High is kind of hanging on to it. Now they make a move down the sideline.
Ball's going to go out of bounds.
But once again, they're still 15, 20 yards or more away from the goalie this time, Joey.
Well, you're going to hand it to the defensemen and the midfielders for the Wildcats doing their job, keeping the ball on the other side of the field. Substitutions for both teams, Terry.
Yep, a little break in the action. And, of course, there is a break, but the clock just keeps on going, Joey. We're down to 4 minutes to go here in the half. And East, or actually that's Wesco High, making a run. Can they get something going
Got
here?
an open goal right there.
Yep. Nice stop
Great
by the
stop.
Great stop by the goalie for Wesco East. That's one of the few times tonight she's been tested. And booms it out of there. Wesco High trying to keep the onslaught going here if they can. And knocked out of bounds again. East again trying something here. And Wesco High right back at you.
I mean, you got the defenseman really doing a good job. Now you got the ball behind him, but again, the goalie doing their job.
The goalie, the goalie comes out and meets it at about the edge of the penalty area. Down to about 3 minutes and counting down here in this first half. Here comes a possibility for East. Nope.
You got Serrano trying to get the ball
She's
upfield.
On the move.
She's got open.
She's in the open. Can she do something with it? We'll find out here. Pass ahead. Oh, nice block out by Wesco High.
Rebound by Serrano.
Now we come the other way. Wesco High with kind of an open field. And they're near midfield before Wesco East is back and waiting for the charge. 2:22 getting down there first half. And Wesco High, or Wesco East rather, Joey, with that all-important 2-0 lead here in the first half.
And for the Panthers' sake, you want to see if they can actually match that and get another goal on top of that in the second half.
Well, the second half is gonna. Wesco High is definitely gonna have to be more aggressive. Let's just say that.
But you're right, Terry. The aggressor in the first half has definitely been East.
Yep.
East is doing their job, and keeping the Panthers to just one shot, and that's it.
That's all we've had. One shot.
Well, on shots on goal,
Yeah, there haven't been many. There have not been many. You were right there. And Wesco East going to try to inbound, or Wesco High rather, going to inbound the ball here, and right into a pile there. But Wesco East comes up and knocks it away. The Wildcats and the Panthers doing battle here tonight. One more time, somebody trying to head the ball. Let's see what happens.
open spot right there.
Whoa, can they do it? Wesco High had an opportunity, but the goalie kind of took the angle away, didn't she?
Yeah, she did exactly what she needed to do.
She took the angle away from the shot, and therefore could not get it into the goal crease.
And took the shot too. What a tough goalie right there.
As we're under a minute to play here in this first half, and into the middle, barely getting by one of the Wesco players. Here's where the defense has to step alive for Wesco East, and the Lady Wildcats coming the other way in a hurry. With 35 seconds to go to halftime. Knocked out of bounds.
Sylvia Garcia, number 4, Terry, showing her speed, tracking down that ball on the sideline.
I see about two or three people on the bench, Joey, but you know what I think has happened down there? Some of these girls have put coats on. It's getting kind of nippy out there.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep. I see about 2 or 3 players ready to go with uniforms on. The rest of them are all sitting there with winter jackets.
But man, you look at their speed, Terry. You look at Sylvia.
Boy, there's a long kick. Let's see if East can get something going here. On the throw in, and boy, that thing was a long way in here. I believe, Joey, we have come to halftime. We got 3 zeros on the board, and at halftime from Wesco East High School, the Lady Wildcats leading by a score of 2-0.
So, what's it gonna be? We could ride bikes, skating, movies, zoo, whatever you guys want to do.
Can we just do this?
Yeah. We could just do this.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today.
Welcome back to Wesco East High School. Terry Butler along with Joey Cavillo. We're here for the second half of the game between Wesco East and Wesco High. And at halftime, Joey, it's been all Wesco East so far. They lead 2-0 in front of the home crowd here tonight.
Both goals scored by East.
Yep.
One by Escalante.
Yeah,
at the 21 minute.
Maite Escalante, yep.
And then Serrano at the 12th minute.
So East right off the bat here trying to force the issue here. The 40 minutes of soccer left here on this it turned into kind of a cool evening out here.
Yeah, it is kind of chilly out there.
Yeah, the wind kind of eats up a little bit, but in here it's not too bad. In the press box, it's not too bad here tonight, but yeah, the breeze is a little bit cool. We got Rafael Cavazos upstairs is bringing you all the action, and he's a little on the nippy side there, Joey.
Yeah, he's pretty cold up there.
Yep.
He had to wear his jacket.
Yep.
Hey, we want to give a
Shout out.
A shout out. We did not have the goalie for Wesco East on our roster. Karina Martinez is her name.
She's done a good job so
She's
far.
done a very good job tonight, so we want to make sure we mention her.
Even the boss was here tonight, wasn't he? Dr. Alejandro was here in the first game.
He was here in the
I'm
first
not sure
game.
if he was in the second game, but he was here for the first game and taking up part of his spring break to come out here and cheer on these girls and boys.
And Coach Burgett out here as well.
Yeah, Coach Burgett's doing a little politicking and, just taking a little time out during spring break, to kind of say, hey, we're still in town here and we're still looking things over.
Coach Rojas out here.
Is Oscar here?
Oscar's out here.
Okay.
Talking about the stock show.
Well, this is a Wesco night, This is Wesco against Wesco. We tend to forget that sometimes. In fact, we got another Wesco against Wesco coming up this week, don't we, Joey?
That's baseball.
Baseball. We've seen softball, we've seen basketball, we've seen football, and this week we'll see baseball. So now we've seen soccer tonight, so we've kind of run the gamut of sports. In the 2012-2013, it's been a historic year for the city of Wesco. First time they've ever been in the same district together. Of course, this will happen this year and next year. It'll be amazing. It'll be interesting, Joey, to see what's going to happen in 2 years when they do the redistricting again.
And see if they'll be in the same district or.
Well, I have a feeling they probably will. For as long as they keep 5A attendance, I got a feeling they're going to be in the same district for some time. Just like Harlingen and Harlingen South, ever since they got into the same district, have been there for years and years now.
Well, you could have a situation where, like in Mission, where 1 year Mission was at 5A.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Veterans was 4A, and then they were both in 4A, and then now.
But the schools in Wesco are getting bigger and bigger. What's going to be interesting in a couple of years will be the new school in Donna. It's my understanding that Donna is going to go to 2 4A schools, as East is trying to put a move on the ball here.
Well, not only do you have Donna doing that, but you got Sherryland.
Is Sherryland going to have another high school?
Sherryland going to have them in a couple of years.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. So Sherryland is going to go to a second school. The one that I'm kind of surprised, of course, that San Benito, they've always had one school in San Benito. And down the sideline we come here, might be a race, and the goalie. Is she allowed? I don't know if she's allowed. She's only allowed to touch that ball with her feet. That far from the goal. She cannot jump it. She's the only one allowed to use her hands on the ball.
And that's dangerous. You can't put yourself out there.
But you have to do that within a certain zone.
Yeah.
East leading, like I said, 2-0 here, underway in the second half. And like I said, they dominated. Wesco High did not threaten that many times. But right now, it looks like they've got kind of a minor threat going here. Let's see if they can get it within the 20-yard line. And nope, the defense for Wesco East has been stifling so far.
Trying to clear it out.
So you think Sherryland might be going to a second high school?
Well, they will. They already have an area they're going to have the high school at. It just
well, I
depends
thought they
on
were
when.
kind of an enclosed enclave over there in between Mission and McAllen. I didn't think they had any room for expansion.
That new Sherryland High School.
Well, there's a shot on goal by Wesco High, but it's off to the right and out of bounds. There'll be a goal kick for Wesco East.
That new Sherryland High School is going to be out there near 107, way up there. But talking
Really?
about shot on goals, Terry, the true story on the first half was the shot on goals. 15 shot on goals for Wesco East and Wesco High with only 9.
Wow, it was a dominating first half. But Wesco High right now is trying to put some pressure on East. But East withstands the pressure and brings it back the other way.
We got Ponce out there, number 7, really clearing it out for them.
So under 35 minutes to go in the game, playing about 5 minutes at a time. East is still holding on. Some teams cling to a lead. Wesco East is just really never been threatened. Their lead has really never been threatened. But remember, Wesco High did win the first game between these two squads. We thought it was 3-0, but we understand from Raphael it was something different.
He thinks 3-1.
Well, we'll have to look it up. We'll look it up in the book.
We'll give Ralph some homework, Terry.
I'll have you call Max Sports Prep or whatever they're called.
Max Preps.
Max Preps, yep.
You got Ponce once again doing that free kick. The first time she did that, actually, Wesco East ended up scoring their first goal of the night.
And down it comes. Let's see what happens here. Do we have an opening? Nope. The goalie able to get it out of there for Wesco High. And who is that, Karina?
That's going to be the goalie number 0, Jennifer Martinez.
Jennifer Martinez, my bad. Here comes High. It'll come in the other way. Trying to get it going. And that's all so far they've been able to do is try. But less like the first half, Joey, is going to come. Somebody's going to get a break. Somebody will fall asleep or a mistake will be made and the other team will capitalize on it. That's usually how the goals are scored in games like this. One team has not been, well, There's a shot sort of on goal, I guess. It went to the side, but it was shot in that direction, wasn't it?
Well, the Jasmine Cortez with a shot on number 11, showing her footwork, good footwork, and then trying to get that shot on goal.
Well, we're down to under 33 minutes to play, and like I said, it seems like a long time because you play for 40 minutes at a time, but the clock keeps going. It's not like it's divided. It's divided into two halves. Here comes East the other way, but High in pursuit. Wesco High trying to retreat on defense. That can be dangerous if you have to wait and rely on one player to pick the ball up. And the goalie, Lopez, gets it away. Another long one coming down. Again, the goalie comes out, kind of bumps it away from everybody. Here comes East. Looked like they had an opening in the far corner there, Joey. Couldn't get it that way. You saw that opening on the far corner,
Yeah,
on the right corner,
right there.
up. Yeah, if she'd have got the bend on it, so to speak, like Beckham, she might have got it.
Trying to figure out the formation that Wesco High is actually using. I think it's a 4-2-3-1.
That's 10 players. That would do it. See how quick I was in those numbers?
Well, you better because you're the math.
Well,
math
I'm not
teacher.
the math expert anymore. I'm retired. I'm a retired math expert.
Well, once a math teacher, always a math teacher.
Okay. 31 minutes and a half here on this cool Tuesday evening in March. We're like 3 days away from the Ides of March. You know what that's about, Joey?
And also your favorite day, St. Patty's Day.
Well, yeah, that one too. Yep.
You like that one?
You know what the Ides of March are, right?
I believe so.
The 15th of March. I believe that's the time for when Brutus.
Beware of the Ides of March.
That was when Brutus got killed by one of his Italian buddies, or et tu, Brute, and all that kind of stuff.
That's right.
We're waxing philosophical here tonight. Have no idea what we're doing, folks.
Free kick for the Panthers.
Yep, the Panthers out there. Let's see what happens in this free kick.
Trying to set up for something.
Still waiting. Here it comes. Oh, didn't miss
Off
by
the
much.
rebound.
Nope.
Panthers got it.
They get it in?
They sure did.
Yep, they sure did. I didn't
Trying to
see.
figure who that was.
Yeah, I did not see who got the final goal, but you're right. They got it off the free kick on the rebound shot, and all of a sudden now it is 2-1 in favor of East.
And I think that was Jasmine Cortez, number 11.
Should we have Rafael tell us who scored the goal? He probably can't hear us.
No, he can't hear us. But it looked like number 11.
Okay.
Looked like number 11, right? Yeah, it looked like number 11.
All right, East coming the other way with it. But Wesco High finally got on the board here, Joey, and they've cut it to 2-1. So if another goal is scored, that's going to determine the game. We could either go to a tie or East could go back out in front here again. Here we come again. Oh, East.
Well, Terry, you talking about where the goals have been scored tonight.
Well, you get kind of lulled to sleep, and all of a sudden, just out of the blue, where that was a setup play. That was a free kick by Wesco High, and did a good job of it.
Well, the goalie had originally stopped it, and that's where it's important that the goalie actually hold on to the ball.
Right.
It got out of her hands, and then the rebound there, that was Cortez, capitalizing on that.
And a little knockdown there. What's the official going to call here? One of the East players got knocked down.
Free kick from that area.
Okay, let's see if it works the other way. East, this is almost identical going the other way, isn't it?
Now, these free kicks could be really, really...
Well, this one doesn't have the angle that the other one. This is more in the middle of the field. But you're right, a free kick down to our left here as we observe everything on the north end of the field there.
Well, Ponce with a big leg.
Who is that? Number 2? Number 7?
Yeah, Ponce.
Here it comes.
And
got it, and she bent that thing just like a Beckham. And at 28-34 in the game, whoa, that was just that quick, wasn't it?
Ponce answering right away with a big
goodness,
free kick.
And that was clean as a whistle, as they say.
And you were waiting for something to happen after the kick.
You just don't see it that often on a kick like that. But I mean, it was unobstructed. I mean, she got a little bit of a spin at the end there and got it past the goalie for Wesco High.
Right over the goalie's head. And
there wasn't a whole lot in between, but she just beat the goalie. So at 28-34 of the second half, Wesco East gets that goal back in a hurry. And they go back in front 3-1. That's a huge goal. Here comes Wesco High. I thought was moving, but she got knocked down. The Wesco High player was knocked to the turf at about the 35-yard line, so to speak.
That was Cortez trying to break away. Now they're gonna get another free kick.
Yeah, but this from long range.
And a yellow card for Ponce.
You see a yellow card?
Yeah, Ponce is gonna have to come out with that yellow card. And Ponce, one of the best defensemen out there.
Well, she did her damage on that free shot and that free goal.
Well, and Terry, she's been so dominant on the defensive side of the field for East. They're really going to miss her while she's out.
Well, we've had 2 goals in the last about 2 or 3 minutes here.
That's right.
Both off of free shots. Let's see if Wesco High here can come back again. There's a long one. Nope. This time Wesco East is able to stop it.
Martinez stopping it.
And she's going to goal kick it out of there. She does. But that was a very critical part of this game here with 27-40 to go in the game and counting down. A long time without any goals, and all of a sudden now they seem to be coming fast and furious.
Well, Ponce not being in the lineup might hurt East defensively.
Yeah, but she might be back in here. What do you have to sit out about 5 minutes on a yellow card? I'm sure she'll know when she's allowed to go back in.
Yeah, coach having her sit down, so she'll be down.
Yeah.
But Terry, whenever you come out of a game and you don't have that energy or that adrenaline going, it's going to affect you coming back to the game. So this could affect Ponce.
Now, isn't there a time in a game where you're actually shorthanded, like a hockey game where you're in the penalty box?
I think it's
maybe with a red card.
Red card.
Okay, with a red card, because that player is actually eliminated from the game. But like in a penalty in a hockey, that's the whole concept of the penalty. You're shorthanded.
Now, one of my favorite parts of hockey is a 4-on-4 hockey.
Oh yeah, that's standard procedure now for overtime in any hockey game. Is 4-on-4 for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
and that's wide open hockey because those rinks are so big. Of course, you're probably a Killer Bee fan, aren't you, or were?
Well, I was a Killer Bee fan. I used to produce the broadcast for a couple of them, the coaches show as well.
Okay. You never called me once.
I produced the show.
Okay.
I didn't do the broadcast.
I was going to bring my hockey experience.
But I did
from Michigan.
I did bring your name up several times when they were looking for a substitute hockey announcer.
And did they listen to you?
They didn't need it.
Okay. They already had somebody, huh?
Well, the guy who did it wasn't out very much.
Okay. Into the middle of the field. Oh, another knockdown. We got another penalty? Nope. They play on here. And the ball gets ahead. East knocks it right back at you. But another knockdown, but nothing called. So with 26-40 to go in the ball game, 3-1. This is the same score that East won the boys game by, isn't it, Joey? By a 3-1 margin?
Yep, that's right.
So we got an identical score.
Looks like Wesco High is going to change their goalie, Emily Roman, coming in the game.
Well, the goal scored by Wesco East just now is the first goal that's been scored in the game, in either game, on the north end of the field.
That's right. That breaks up
little trivia.
trend.
Yeah, a little trivia notice for you, because all the goals have been on the south end of the field, except for the last goal on that straight in shot by Ponce to make it 3-1.
I don't know if they're switching goalie because
Or did we have a
There's
switching
an
goalie?
injury. Yeah, they switched the goalie for
Okay.
the Panthers.
Okay. Panthers right now trying to regroup. They still trailed by a score of 3-1. You know, the last few minutes of the game, they're going to be fired up for this thing because they actually have a chance for the playoffs this year.
And they got some time. So let's see what they can do with
Well,
it.
2 goals in soccer is pretty hard to do sometimes. There's East right in the middle there. Oh,
Nice clearing it out.
Cleared out by Wesco High. Now Wesco High is on a little bit of an attack. And back to East again. So back and forth we go. Most of the action, as we see, is in the middle of the field, Joey, between the...
Right there, breakaway.
Yep, well...
Panthers got the numbers. They got it. Wide open goal. Trying to get to the end of it.
Missed it on the far side. Yeah, you're right. They did have a little bit of a breakaway going there, but it wasn't to be.
Maribel Anaya, the one that's had the 3 shots on goal for the Panthers, all missed. But she's had her chances tonight.
Well, she had her chance there, but she just went wide left. They kind of cut the angle off on her. And now East is going to come back with it the other day. Hey, guess who's going back in the game?
Ponce.
Ponce. Ponce going back in for East at 28 minutes to go. So she was out of the game for about 4 or 5 minutes.
Now she's going to do the goal kick.
Yep, she's going to come all the way back and do the goal kick for the goalie. Didn't get much on it there. This time the goalie comes out on it. And is she going to get rid of it? Yep, she does. A lot of times your goalie does a lot of the kicking in the game, don't they?
Well, they got those short kicks by Ponce and the goalkeeper right now, Martinez. And you're hoping to get some more depth out of there and clear out on their side of the field.
Get a little deeper. A lot of times those goal kicks go to at least midfield. This time Wesco High going to throw it in bounds on the far side of the field. But East, there's East. Booms it out of there in a hurry.
That was Ponce right there clearing it out.
And now East has got kind of a little run going here. Let's see what happens here.
Nice
the middle.
passing.
Oh, yeah, beautiful pass. Can they get another pass to get a shot? No, didn't get the shot off. I think they were one pass away from maybe getting a goal that time. .22 minutes to go here, and East leading by a score of 3-1. So they've got that 2-goal margin that they had at halftime.
Anaya once again trying to get control of the ball. Nice pass.
Let's see where they come with it. Nope.
Go out of bounds.
East stops it, and we come back the other way. It was 2-0 at halftime in favor of East. Wesco High came out early on in the second half, scored a goal, made it 2-1, and just about maybe 2 minutes later at the most, Joey, East got a free kick, and boom, into the net it goes, and they're back up by 3-1. Oh, do we have a free one here? Almost. Is that Ponce?
That was
well, the Wesco High goalie came on and kind of shut it off, but it could have been another goal.
that. It looks like it was 0-0. I don't have 0-0. I have a 0 and a 0-1. So I thought that was Emily Roman.
Are you playing roulette or what?
Well, I thought that was Emily Roman at goal, but now I'm thinking maybe the first goalkeeper was Emily Roman.
You know, in roulette they have a 0 and a double 0 on the scoreboard there.
Well, they gave us a 0 and a 0-1. So right now I'm thinking that's 0-0.
Okay.
And I don't know if that's Jennifer Martinez and Emily
Look at the
Roman
battle.
was the
Look at
first
the
goalie.
battle going on there between the East and Wesco High. It's been an interesting contest right in the middle of the field. This one goes. We're about halfway through this second half, Joey. We're at half to the half. That would mean Wesco High would have to score 2 goals in the last 20 minutes to get this thing at least just tied up. because they need to get some points in 31-5A if they want to have a chance at the playoffs this year.
That's right. And you said there's time is running out.
Like I said, we went on to the halfway mark. Whoa, another fast shot by Wesco East, but no avail. East trying to move it down the sidelines. Here they come. This is where the speed comes in and the passing. Back out to the middle.
It looks like no one's going to beat number 5, Bocanegra. She's so fast, she's covering the ball.
Well, I think of speed. I think of, in basketball, I think of Jasmine Garza. Just a blur out there. And she's, in my understanding, I talked to her coach the other night, said she's out for the track team. And that's something, that's something, I talked to Coach Fino. I said, what are your girls doing for off season for basketball? She said, nothing. I encourage every girl to go up for another sport. She's in favor of all her kids playing more than one sport.
Well, and
I like that. That's a great attitude. She encourages all. She's got 3 or 4 players on the softball team, a lot of them on the track team. But
I like to see this Bocanegra girl against Jasmine. See how they match up, because I mean Bocanegra's really showing her speed.
Well, here comes East on a little bit of a rush here, trying to force it down against Wesco High, and a little bit high in the kick that time over the goal line. Joey's going to count that as a kick on goal, but another soccer ball coming.
Anywhere in the vicinity, I guess.
Yep.
Kind of.
I might remind the fans at home that we're very unofficial scorekeepers up here. We leave all the official stuff to Sixto. Ooh, a little bump and a push here. I'm waiting for the aggressive play. So in they come. Is it East that's going to try to attempt to inbound the ball? I think it is. Oh, that's interesting. Kind of a swing and kick. And East, like I said, is
getting behind defensemen.
Yeah. Well, they've become aggressive again, just like they were in the first half. And when they dominated the game, but Wesco High is trying to do the best they can to try to get back in this thing.
Overran the ball. They would have had that
the
right
ball
there.
Just sitting there in the middle. Yep. East coming.
Great
East
setup
kick it away.
pass.
Well, we're down in time. Under about 16 minutes or so. The time just keeps kicking away, and of course that time is the ally of the Wesco East Lady Wildcats here. This would be a huge district win if they could pull this thing out tonight. I don't know if it'd save the season, but anytime you play your rivals, you get bragging rights for the community.
Hey, any district win is a good win.
Oh
too.
yeah, that's for sure. All right, now the battle between Wesco High and Wesco East, and Wesco East is just kind of holding their own right now. A lot of it is just kind of keep the other team from mounting any kind of a drive. As we go under 16 minutes to go in the game, and we'll keep your eye on the clock here. Is that Ponce?
Yep, Ponce kicking the ball, cleared it out.
She did too. She hit down the field about 30 yards, and now Wesco High rather is going to have to try to get another drive going here.
Nice pass right over
Can she
Ponce's
get
head.
here?
Anaya trying to get the ball.
She puts a shot toward the goalie, but kind of trickles out of bounds, kind of not a lot of force on it, but she put a shot in the area of the goalkeeper that time.
And that's exactly what you want to do. Get it over the defenseman's head. Ponce, the biggest one there, get it over her head and just beat her to the ball and beat the goalie to the ball, and that's where you want it to be.
Well, who's going to do the free kick? It's not the goalie. The goalie's wearing red.
That's Ponce.
Ponce is down there as well, isn't she?
She's the one going to kick the ball.
Yep,
Terry.
I believe you're right. I believe she's going to knock it out of there. Yep, she does. And Got a little spin on it. But Wesco High is right back on the attack. Had somebody open for just a moment, but
Anaya right there. Anaya scoring the goal.
yeah, with 14:49 to go in the game. Who was that? Anaya?
Anaya.
What's her first name?
Maribel.
Maribel. Well, she made it 3-2. That shot was from at least 15 yards out, Joey.
That was a great kick by her, just over the goalie's head.
Yeah, you're right. It was just over the goalie's head. We just mentioned the goalie. And Wesco High is pulled back within one at 3-2. 14:49 to go in the game.
Well, she's had her chance throughout the game, and she's got it now.
Well, like I said, goals come in groups. And Wesco High is on the attack again. Maybe that's give them enough confidence. There's another shot toward the goal, but she goes out to the side and picks it up. So you might say that Wesco High is kind of putting a little pressure on Wesco East right now. East trying to hold on for those 14 minutes.
It's a lot of time.
Now can we say they're holding on to that lead, clinging to that lead, because the aggressor clearly has changed colors out here. Like a chameleon, they have turned purple. Is there such a thing as a purple chameleon?
I don't think so.
They're all green.
Trying to get it with
But
a Ponce.
it's all Wesco High right now. Well, Ponce is a big thorn in their sides, but here comes East out of the pile. Can they do something with it? Got a little pass ahead here. They need to take minutes off the clock is what they need to do. And I mean, I'm talking about Wesco East. Leading 3-2 here at about 13 and a half minutes to go in the game. There's a long shot this way, but the goalie's going to put this one away easy. Any of the long shots ever get to the net? I mean, just by fluke?
If you can catch the goalies off guard, Terry, you can do that.
Because I've heard of half field shots going in, not very often, you know.
But you've seen it. You've seen it on YouTube and different places like that where
Yeah,
those
YouTube, yeah.
those shots can go.
You watch that channel?
Yeah, I watched that channel.
Just kidding.
There's a lot of people out there that have YouTube channels, Terry.
Hey, I have YouTube. I watch YouTube. I like to watch some old videos of old stuff. Some of the old country singers that I used to like, I can get them on YouTube. You do YouTube and Twitter and Facebook and all that? I sure do. You're into the social media? Yeah. The only one I've never figured out was Twitter. I don't know how to tweet very good. And I don't have enough teeth to tweet now. I can Facebook. I have Facebook with my family mostly. Not many of my fans.
You have fans?
Well, maybe. I got a couple on in the storage shed.
The storage shed.
Yeah, I got a couple fans out there.
Anaya showing her great footwork once again.
They have the high, medium, low, and off settings. Here's a shot toward the goal. Goalie comes out for East. Joey, we're down to about 11 minutes to go, and actually about just under 12 minutes. And would you say that East has got a comfortable lead or not? I would say they're hanging on by that 3-2 lead.
Yeah, I think they're hanging on right now. I think Wesco High has kind of figured out what they need to do, and you can see them trying to do it. But again, Wesco East is aggressive, and they're trying to score another goal.
Well, it's just like taking time off of the clock in any sport, you know. If the other team has picked up the momentum, anything can happen. Here it comes for East. A little bumping and shoving down there. But out of bounds, the young lady goes, and
Oh, it's going to be a penalty. A free kick right over here.
Really? Do I see it? I'm looking for the lady with the official with a marker. Well, where's this free kick coming from? About the 30-yard line?
About 35.
35-yard line? Yep, you're right.
If you recall, Ponce made a big kick earlier. It's pretty far out there, but she has got leg to make it.
That's at least a 35-yard line. But the goalie for Wesco High comes out, gets rid of it. How far down the field does she get it? Here comes High. Can they get something going? Oh, right back at you by East. And
Flag goes up. There's going to be a penalty out there.
yep, there's going to be another kind of a free kick, so to speak. Every time there's a hand going up like that, somebody gets a free shot at it.
Well, we're talking about the social media stuff, and I use Twitter with my my club.
You have a club?
Yeah, my Schedule Say club. I use it for my Schedule Say club. Post pictures, post announcements, different things that we see out there. Repost stuff that I get from other Twitter addresses.
Are you a 21st century learner?
I'm too old to be a 21st century
Okay.
learner, but I use the materials to help my students be 21st century learners.
Another scoop up by the East goalie,
Wesco High goalie.
or Wesco High goalie, my bad. And down we come. There's Wesco High on the run.
Trying to get the ball to Anaya. Anaya trying to get out there.
Well, she's not. I don't think she's going to make it in
It's going
time.
to be a penalty, though. It's going to be against the Panthers.
We haven't really had any penalty shots, and anyway, the old fashioned, what they call the penalty shots.
Not tonight. Just a free kick.
Right, but when I think of the penalty kick, it's kind of like almost a gimme.
Oh, great play. It's going to be stopped, though.
Yep, it's not going to go. But East now under 10 minutes to go. I see about 8:40 and counting on that clock. And we come East or Wesco High again. The ladies in purple. Oh, East right there on the defense. Is Ponce still out there in the middle of the field? Yep.
Sure is.
I see her right about the midfield marker.
Right there, trying to beat,
Oh,
trying to beat her. Anaya trying to get it to her.
Yeah, who's got the speed here? There was a foot race for the ball that time.
And Anaya showing her speed.
Yep, she's got the speed, that's for sure.
Way behind Ponce, caught up to her, but Ponce using her body to shield Anaya away from the ball. Panthers still get the ball, though.
Well, they got a shot. There's a lot of time left here. 3-2, the Panthers trail. They got kind of a free kick here.
Looks like she's going to be substituted for Terry. A couple of substitutions.
Who's coming in here
for the Panthers?
Panthers are making a couple of purple shirts still running onto the field. They're coming in now here hot and heavy. East has kind of stopped it momentarily. Is there such a thing as timeouts in this game?
There's timeouts, but I mean,
I think you get like one a game.
Look at them battling there.
Yeah, there's a big battle in midfield there. East still putting on like I said, it's getting physical now, big time. Oh, a little pushing, a little shoving. I'm surprised the official hasn't stopped things there. But nothing called by the officials on either end there.
They're letting them play.
Yeah, they're doing that.
Right
Got
there.
a goal. Oh.
Gets over her head.
It gets over the goalie's head, and East has put another one on the board here. Hello.
Big mistake by the goalie, giving the ball back to the Wildcat player there. I'm trying to figure out who it is. I think it's number 9. That is number 9. That's gonna be Brandy Mata. Brandy Mata doing a good
but that
job.
makes it 4-2 in favor of East. And boy, I didn't think she had the angle to shoot it in there, but it did get past the goalie. And now we're back to a 2-goal deficit, and the time is really critical now. They're under 7 minutes to go, about 6.5 minutes left in the game.
Huge mistake. And
And
East capitalizing on that.
That's all you can say. It was just a mistake, and it might be a game.
Well, I mean, it's definitely a game changer. That goal really now changes the attack.
Who are we going to give credit for Who are we going to give credit for that fourth goal?
That fourth goal is a Mata.
Brandy Mata.
Brandy Mata, number 9.
Okay. I'll believe you, Joy.
6:40.
6:40 to go and counting down 42.
Kind
Kind of a high-scoring game in a way.
Well, we were waiting for the goals to happen first couple minutes of the game, and all of a sudden, they're really coming out in the second half.
Yeah, well, it was 2-0 at halftime. In the second half, it's been 2-2, hasn't it? I mean, there's been 4 goals scored here in the second half.
Yep, 2-2.
And so
there's two goals in the first half, making the difference
right.
for the game.
And 2 goals in each half by Wesco East. And they're trying again. They're not going away.
Well, Mata being very aggressive, trying to get a.
Here comes Wesco High on the run, throwing a little speed their way. Into the middle field, still trying to go after it a little bit too far, and East says, no, your passes have to be more precise than that. But we've got to
stop play, bring it
stop
back.
play there. Yep. But all this stop play, Joey, what happens, you sit and look at that clock, the clock is still going. So it's to Wesco East advantage if there is a stoppage of play. Anytime, any kind of delay they can do, it's just not going to stop the clock. The only thing that stops it is that goal. That's just for a few seconds.
Well, allows you to set up and allows you to do something different.
Right, exactly. You don't even get time for a breather much. Little mismatch in the middle of the field there. But Wesco High has got to do some serious business here in the last 4 minutes and 16 seconds. But right now it's going the way of East. And they're moving the ball down to the north end of the field, East is. And we just went under 4 minutes, Joey. It could be a sweep. We're just about 4 minutes away from a sweep for Wesco East tonight. It's been a good night for them.
Yeah, that's what you want. Miss Peterson's going to enjoy that.
Oh, yeah.
You got to enjoy when Miss Peterson does those announcements, Terry, and she announces the wins.
She does the announcements for Wesco East.
And she goes back and talks about the players, both girls and boys.
Did you see her out here tonight?
No, I did not. I saw Mr. Peterson, though.
Okay. There's a long kick going toward the Wesco East end, but the goalie's out there and takes care of that with no problem. And the time just keeps ticking down. You're down to almost 3 minutes, and Wesco East is just taking it 1 minute at a time. And are they going to try for another one here, Joey?
Looks like Mata's trying to get the ball again.
They're just, like I said, anytime they're in possession of the ball, they're going to, the clock is just going to roll down in their favor. And we're under 3 minutes to go here to the end of it. And I believe we mentioned this before, there's no stoppage time. That's not counted here at this level?
Nope.
Okay. They're still at the near another goal here, but it goes out of bounds.
That was Mata with the shot on goal right there.
Uh-huh. So, and they're not going to be in any hurry to get the ball out. Wesco High, like I said, they're down to about 2 minutes to go.
Right now, East is going to take control of the ball.
Exactly.
Panthers need to clear it out.
Well, they need to go to the other end of the field, don't they?
That's right.
And then not only need to go to the other end of the field, they need to go there twice.
Approaching a minute and a half to this game.
And there's been a lot of, like I said, the slowness here in the last minute or so, all to the advantage of Wesco East. I mean, I'm talking about just slowness of play. And we're under a minute and a half to go in the game. And it's still Wesco East kind of dominating things. And as long as the action is in between the kind of the goal lines, advantage Wesco East.
4 goals in the second half, Terry. We're approaching 1 minute, under 1 minute.
Yeah, we're just about ready to go under 1 minute here. And we're under a minute to go. And like I said, to score 2 goals in a minute is almost miraculous. Especially at the pace of play that has been going on here. It's been kind of a slow pace of play.
Picked it up in the second half with 4 goals, though. Made it exciting.
To me, one of the biggest plays of the game was after Wesco East or Wesco High had scored to make it 2-1, and within about 20 seconds, Ponce hit that kind of free kick in. I mean, just straight in to make it 3-1, and after that, it just seemed like they were just kind of playing out the string in a way.
And you're absolutely right.
I thought that was probably the key goal in the game.
What they did was they cleared it out and allowed Ponce to get in the middle.
And after Anaya scored a goal to make it 3-2, I believe she was a young lady, then Wesco East came back and scored another goal.
Yeah, by Mata, number 9.
By Mata, and that was key. But I think the goal by Ponce was really the key. And the time has run out, Joey, and a sweep tonight for Wesco East as they win this ladies match by a final score of 4-2. Well, it's been an interesting evening up here in the booth tonight, Joey. Getting back together, doing a little broadcasting as far as a different sport. First time we've done a lot of football together, and we've even done a little baseball together.
We've done a couple of
And
playoff
softball,
games
but
here and there, but we've never done soccer.
Never done soccer, so had a good time tonight. Couldn't see the field real well, but we did all right. We got through it pretty good. A couple of games here tonight, and a big night, as we mentioned, for Wesco East, winning the boys' game earlier by a score of 3-1, and the final here, Wesco East winning by a score of 4-2. So on behalf of Joey Cavillo and Rafael Cavazos, Terry Beitler wishing everyone a very pleasant good evening from Wesco East High School. Or once again, the final score in this one, in the girls' game, Wesco East 4, Wesco High 2. Good night, everybody.